beautiful specimen today. It's a special video. I'm here with my friend Caitlain. I'm going to be doing her makeup for a holiday party that she's going to. If you remember from my last video, I did the Snowflake look. That's what I'm going to be doing on her, but in black and white. And without further ado, let's get into it. What do you want to read? Where's everything? Just look up for a minute. This way. You're done now. Okay. Just go into the Yes, you know, there's my hand. Thank you. Down. Down. Oh, careful. It's juicy. Okay. Right. I'm trying to figure out my eyeballs. What? Like. Okay. That was forwards because we got it. Right. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay, close up. Flex on.
Am I the a-hole for excluding my daughter-in-law from the holidays? Last year, my daughter-in-law emailed me proof of my son being involved in... I'm like dyslexic. An extramarital affair with a co-worker of his and tried to ask for advice. The messages were extremely graphic and not something I needed to see about my son.
Yikes.
As far as anyone knows, the affair never went beyond graphic messages, back and forward. But they were separated for a time. They got back together over the summer, despite my disapproval of the situation, as she could have ruined his career with those messages. He has worked very hard to get where he is in the company, and that is something I take a lot of pride in. Weird. When I explained my disapproval of their reunification, he explained that there was nothing to blame his wife for, and that he was in a bad spot and should have gotten help instead of speaking inappropriate to a coworker. I told him she would no longer be allowed at any family gatherings. I cannot stand to be in the same room with her after what she sent me. She embarrassed with the... You're bad at writing, damn. And she almost ruined my son. Her son ruined himself. Now he's extremely upset I won't allow her around for the holidays, and is considering refusing to come to dinner since he does not want her spending the holidays alone, as she has no other family besides him. Both of her parents are gone, and she is an only child, which I can understand would make the holidays lonely. But I can't get over the embarrassment. Am I in the wrong for wanting her around?
There are consequences for cheating.
The fact that...
There are always going to be consequences for cheating. Those consequences may differ, but there will always be consequences. There are consequences for every action you make. And, well, kind of get what you deserve, really. I should also put a base on here. And then it sticks to me, but as far as I can tell right now, let me get rid of that. Yeah, that's cool.
It's just in there like, attention please. I'll do a Christmas themed.
Go for it.
Another Christmas one. doing a little bit of base. So it's not too much editing for you.
It looks like baby powder.
It looks like baby powder?
Yeah. The white always looks like baby powder to me.
Yeah, actually. You could tell me baby powder, I would have been like, yeah. Am I the a-hole for stepping out of the Christmas family trip because of their constant fits over gifts? This is the situation here. As per nearly every year, we make a Christmas trip to meet with my extended family and celebrate it. I, male 33, am not much of a gift giver. I actually don't mind not getting any gifts at all. But the problem at hand comes when my sister, female 40, and my mother, female 69, enters the scene. I still get some gifts from them, but they always seem to make a fuss when I don't give a gift back. This is an issue that has been happening over the latest years, and yesterday, my sister and my mother, in addition to some other relatives, sat me down, and they gave me the ultimatum that either I show them that I care for them by giving them gifts when we make the trip, or they would tell the whole family to make drastic measures. Since this isn't the only time my family throws a fit because I don't give them any gifts, and they haven't given me less gifts over the years, I just told them that if this is how they would do things, then I would not make the trip with them, then left. Today my phone has been blown up with WhatsApp messages and missed calls, and all the messages so far go along the lines that I'm being selfish and greedy, and that I'm hurting them all because I don't care for them at all. I haven't grabbed the phone at all as a result. For additional context, I live alone, my current job is moderately well paid, and maybe I could afford them a couple gifts, but the problem is... Oh, I lost my place. The problem is that this is the same drama, the same guilt tripping, and this is basically diffuses any desire from me of giving out any gifts. Am I the a-hole?
Well, no, that's not what Christmas is about. Christmas is not about giving gifts, it's about spending time with family. The way they're acting, they don't really deserve it, but it's your prerogative to do what you want to do. Whether that be not going on the trip, whether that be not getting gifts. However, it is polite if someone gives you a gift to get them a gift, even if it's a gift card, because you don't know what they would want, or you don't have the funds to get them what they would want, etc., etc. But it's... What is it labeled?
Let me find it.
I think it's selfish, but people are gonna do what they're gonna do.
No, I lost it.
That's fine. I think it was a-hole.
Oh, of course, it's okay.
I'm just trying to... Not sponsored.
This one's very 50-50 with people.
Alright.
Am I the a-hole for refusing to pay my girlfriend's rent?
Okay.
So, I, 28 male, moved in with my girlfriend, 23 female, 3 months ago. We've been together for several months. It will be 8 just after Christmas. We moved in together so quickly because my lease was ending, and we knew we didn't want to be a whole year to move in together. Before moving in, she told me that my share was $400 a month plus half of utilities and half groceries, which I happily paid. But we've had several arguments along the way. I don't know the total of her mortgage, but it was a slum before she did renovations, so I imagine it was pretty cheap. Firstly, she was upset with me for not doing chores. I don't see a problem with the house getting a little messy, but she told me to help out or pay an extra $100 a month to cover her time of playing maid. I paid the extra $100, though I find it ridiculous that she expects the place to be clean all the time, and I could have put that money to use in many better ways. It's not like I'm a slob, but she doesn't like dishes left in the sink. She expects them to be immediately washed or put in the dishwasher. She wants things to be cleaned as they happen so it feels like there's no relaxing. Then I wanted to get a dog. My girlfriend already has a dog of her own, one of the small breeds. He's 14, so not very playful or energetic, just a boring guy. I found a puppy and fell in love with it. She was a purebred English Mastiff and gorgeous.
Big dog.
I told my girlfriend, oh my goodness. And she flat out said no. She didn't want another dog in the house bothering hers, and she definitely didn't want a puppy to ruin her newly remodeled house. I thought it was a nice compromise would be a cat, and she claims she's allergic, but she's never mentioned any allergies before. So there's yet another thing to say. No saying. It's not like her dog is going to be around much longer. We would just keep the puppy separate from him until then. I'm sure after her dog passes, she would find another excuse to not let me get a dog. Finally, I found out she owns the house. I had been under the impression that she was renting, but she was instead paying a mortgage. I discovered this when I was checking the mail and found the reminder from her bank. When I confronted her, she claimed that she thought I knew because we were together when she was remodeling. I told her it was ridiculous for me to pay her rent when it's her house. And this led to a long and heated argument. I asked to be put on the title since I was helping her pay for it, and she snickered and told me no. I told her I wouldn't be paying anymore. She asked if I wanted help packing, or if I could handle it myself. I asked her what she meant, and she said, I can help pay, or I can find elsewhere to live. I asked if our relationship was over, and she said we could continue to pursue without living together. Naturally, I flipped out because if we can't live together, then we have no future together. She doesn't seem to care about this in the slightest and told me she expects me out by the end of the week. She locks me out our bedroom, so I'm stuck on the couch. She sits boxes and bags with my belongings in the hall every so often. When I call my mom, she told me I was being ridiculous and a brat, but I feel like that might be because she doesn't want me to move back home. As the lease I had at my apartment ended, I moved in with my girlfriend, so I think we need some outside perspective down. As of right now, our relationship has ended, and my belongings are outside while I'm staying in a motel, but I'm open to recover our relationship. Am I the asshole? Oh. Ooh.
Bro, just let it go. Okay? Like, clearly, y'all don't have the same values in life. She just likes being clean and clutter-free because that sometimes helps people with their stress and manage their stress and just how some people deal with things. And that's just that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. You, my friend, need to grow a pair and get over yourself because you are, like, the way that you said certain things and the way that you went about doing certain things and getting offended because her house, she does not want to have another dog and you want to be put on the lease and stop paying rent. And no, it's not even a lease, it's the deed. Yeah, no. I'm glad that girl got out. You sound extremely toxic. Like, I get it. You want to have a dog. You want to do this. You want to do that. But one, you're not paying a lot of money for rent, and rent is expensive nowadays. But two, your beliefs just don't line up. How you guys feel about certain things just don't line up. There will be someone out there for you, but clearly it is not her. What do you think?
Yeah, that was ridiculous. There's no reason that you're paying $400 a month. Even in nice apartments, they charge you extra to have a pet in.
Mm-hmm. Like, she owns a house. Why else would she be remodeling it? Because most landlords won't Unless they're remodeling it themselves, you're not going to be remodeling it.
Exactly, or... What was it? Was the... My brain just, like, died. Damn.
Okay. I'm going to do snowflakes off camera because you guys did see them before and they take a long time. So we will be back. And we're back with the finished look. You want to get closer to get a closer look in? The red lip. We're going to go back in with lashes later because we don't have lashes right now. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. See you guys next time. Bye!